Hey guys, this is Vino. You are watching Vino Schooling. If you are having any doubts in Cbse Computer Science or in ICSE Computer Science or in Metric Computer Science, you can ask me. I will create a video and upload it. So kindly subscribe and support us. So here we are having a table. நம்மகிட்ட ஒரு டேபிள் இருக்கு called employee. நம்ம என்ன பண்ண போறோம்னா இந்த டேபிள் இருந்து சென்னை இருக்கிற எல்லா ரோஸையும் தனியாக பிரித்து எடுக்க போகிறோம். We are going to list out the rows which is having சென்னை data. So for that we are going to use where class. Where class யூஸ் பண்ணி இந்த டேபிள் இருக்கிற சென்னை டேட்டா இருக்கிற ரோஸ் மட்டும் தனியாக எடுக்க போகிறோம். We are going to fetch only the rows having சென்னை data. So for that we are going to use select star from table name is employee. Then we are going to use var class. After var class we are going to give condition. So for condition we need a left hand side right hand side combination. So left hand side we are going to use selected column name. My selected column name is branch. Then right hand side we are going to use selected data. My selected data is Chennai. So என்ன பண்ணியிருக்கோம் அப்படின்னா select star from employee டேபிள் இருக்கிற எல்லா டேட்டாவும் செலக்ட் பண்ணி அதிலிருந்து we are going to filter by using var class. நம்ம இந்த ஃபில்டர் பண்ண போகிறோம் வேர் கிளாஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணி. வேர் கிளாஸ்க்கு அப்புறம் என்ன வரும், கண்டிஷன் வரும். இங்கே நம்ம என்ன கண்டிஷன் கொடுத்துருக்கோம் அப்படின்னா, ஸோ பிரான்ச் காலமில் சென்னையில் ஏதாவது டேட்டா இருந்துச்சுன்னா அந்த டேட்டாஸ் மட்டும் டிஸ்பிளே பண்ணுன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கோம். ஸோ வி ஆஸ்க்டு MySQL டு டிஸ்பிளே ஒன்லி சென்னை டேட்டாஸ் இன் அ பிரான்ச் காலம். ஸோ செலக்ட் ஸ்பெல்லிங் தப்பு SELE. We got the result. There are some rows. சரியா, மொத்தம் வந்து எத்தனை ரோஸ் இருக்குன்னு கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். We want to find out how many rows are having Chennai as data. So we have to use count function next to select command. So இங்க we have to consider first priority is given to var class, right? So after var class we are having a condition. So based on the condition the results will be produced. So from that result the count function is going to applied, right? ஸோ அங்கே ரிசல்ட் ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் கவுண்ட் ஃபங்க்ஷனை வச்சு வி ஆர் கோயிங் டு கவுண்ட் ஹவு மெனி ரோஸ் ஆர் தேர், எவ்வளோ ரோஸ் இருக்குன்னு கண்டுபிடிக்க போகிறோம். ஸோ யூ கேன் சி தட் சென்னை அப்படின்ற டேட்டா மொத்தம் 6 ரோல் இருக்குது. 6 rows are having சென்னை டேட்டா, ரைட்? ஸோ இஃப் யூ வாண்ட் டு ஆட் த சேலரி ஆஃப் சென்னை பிரான்ச் சம் ஃபங்க்ஷன் யூஸ் பண்ணி வி கேன் ஆட் த சேலரி ஆஃப் சென்னை பிரான்ச் எம்ப்ளாயீஸ். வி ஹவ் டு கிவ் சம் ஃபங்க்ஷனுக்குள்ளே நம்ம யாரை போடணும், சேலரியே போடணும். RY சேலரியை போடணும். ஸோ பிரான்ச் சென்னை மொத்தம் 6 ரோஸ் இருக்கா, 6 ரோஸில் இருக்கிற சேலரியை மட்டும் எடுத்து நம்ம ஆட் பண்ண போகிறோம். யூ கேன் சி தட் இதுதான் ரிசல்ட். ஸோ நம்ம என்ன பண்ணோம், வி செலக்டட் ஒன்லி த பிரான்ச் சென்னை. ஸோ சென்னை பிரான்ச்சில் இருக்கிற சேலரியை மட்டும் ஆட் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் நம்ம என்ன பண்ண போகிறோம்னா வி ஆர் கோயிங் டு ஃபைண்ட் ஆவரேஜ் சேலரி ஆஃப் சென்னை பிரான்ச். ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் த ஆவரேஜ் வேல்யூ. இஃப் யூ வாண்ட் டு ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் த மேக்ஸிமம் highest salary of a Chennai branch, so you can use max function. Highest salary is 40,000. So if you want to find out the minimum salary of a Chennai branch, you can use min function. So these functions are aggregate functions or group functions. After grouping a data, we can use these functions. Still multi-row functions, we can say these functions are called multi-row functions. Min function, max function, AVG function, sum function, count function. So these are all the examples of multi-row functions or aggregate function. After grouping a data only we can use these functions. So by using condition we are grouping a data, then we are going to use these grouping functions. First priority is to filter a data by using condition. Second priority is for predefined function. So let's display Chennai and Mumbai branch data by using var class. So here we are going to use or class. So then again branch BRA then CH branch equal to. So this time I'm going to include Mumbai MUMB Mumbai branch. So these are all the datas, okay, rows having Chennai and Mumbai. So we got the result, the rows which are having Chennai and Mumbai. So here I want to count Chennai and Mumbai rows. How many rows are there? If you want to count, again we are going to use count function. So totally 9 rows. So we are counting the Chennai and Mumbai branch rows. We are not counting Chennai separately. We are not counting Mumbai separately. We are counting both branch. We are grouping both Chennai and Mumbai into one group. If you are using where class, you can create only one group. You cannot create a multiple groups. So Chennai and Mumbai branch data are displayed here. Totally there are 9 rows. So you can use to find out the total salary of both branches, Chennai and Mumbai branches. So for that you can use some function. This is the total salary of Chennai and Mumbai branch. So you can find out the average. So you can find out the maximum salary or highest salary in both Chennai and Mumbai. So you can use max function to find out the highest salary in Chennai and Mumbai. So 56,000 is the highest salary. If you want to find out the lowest salary, you can use min function. So 20,000 is the lowest salary in both Chennai and Mumbai. So here we learn to find out the details of Chennai branch, and we learn to find out the details of both Chennai and Mumbai included. But we want to find out separate Chennai datas, if you want to find out the separate Mumbai datas, if you want to group them separately, and if you want to use these aggregate functions, for example min function. So if you want to find out the minimum salary of Chennai separately, if you want to find out the minimum salary of Mumbai branch separately, it is not possible to use where class, because if you are using where class, it will group all the data into single group. If you want to make more groups, okay, so we have to go for group by class. Group by class யூஸ் பண்ணாதான் நம்ம டேட்டாஸை தனித்தனியாக பிரிக்க முடியும். GROUP group by. So if you are using group by class, after group by class, we have to give selected column name. My selected column name is branch. That's all. BRANCH branch. For example, it is going to group Chennai data separately. It is going to group Mumbai data separately. It is going to group Vellore data separately. So like that, it is going to group all the branches separately. Then we can apply aggregate functions on all the groups, right? So here you can see here, so we got the minimum salary or lowest salary of all the branches. Each and every branch, we separated them and we used min function to find out the minimum value or lowest salary of all the groups. So if you want to PRANC. So if you are using branch name next to a min function by using separator, easily we can find out which branch is having minimum salary. Easily we can analyze the result if you are using the selected column name next to aggregate function. So here the branch Vellore, the minimum salary, lowest salary of branch Vellore is 35,000. The minimum salary of Chennai, lowest salary of Chennai is 20,000. Lowest salary of Mumbai is 25,000. What happened here? So all the data are separated based on the branch, based on the data, common data. So Vellore data are separated, Chennai data are separated, Mumbai data are separated, Delhi data are separated. After separating a data, aggregate functions will work on the particular branch, particular group. So if you are using min function, you will get lowest value. So if you are using max function, you will get a maximum value of a group. If you are using average function, the average value of all groups. But if you are using var class, you can create only one group. But if you are using group by class, based on the data, the groups will be generated, right? So next you can use the count function. So here I am going to use branch. I am going to give branch column inside a count function. So you can see that, so there are 3 rows having Vellore. So Vellore branch is having 3 rows, Chennai branch is having 6 rows, Mumbai branch is having 3 rows, Delhi branch is having 3 rows. Then null, there is no row, Katpadi 1 row, USA 1 row, right? But if you are using var class, okay, here we have to give condition. We can give only one condition. If we are giving only one condition, we will get only one group. If we are getting only one group, okay, we cannot find out other group datas, right? So for example, Delhi, Delhi. If I am giving Delhi, okay, so here I am giving only one condition next to where class. What will happen here? Only the Delhi data will be selected. If Delhi data is selected, the count function will count only Delhi data. So you will get only 3. We will not get all groups. We will not get remaining data. If you are using group by class, easily we can group all the data in a selected column. We don't want all the groups. We don't want to see all the groups. If you want to see only 3 groups, Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi, then you can use having having class. We have to use having class after group by class. It helps to filter grouping data. It helps us to get the exact data which we want, right? So after having class, we have to give condition, like after where class we are using condition, right? Similarly, after having class we can give conditions. So if we are giving condition after grouping a data, easily we can get a selected groups. For example, here I want to branch, branch equal to Delhi. I will get only Delhi, because after grouping a data by using group by class, we are using having. So after having class, we are using a condition. If you are using condition, you will get a specific data, a specific group, not all the groups. You can use having class after group by class, not after var class, right? We are using group by class. Okay, so we are selecting a branch column, but here next to select command, we are not using any aggregate function. In each group, we are having only one name. Instead of using aggregate functions after using group by class, if you are using asterisk or normal column name in each group, it will take one row and it will display. Okay, so it will mess the data. So if you are using group by class, okay, so after select command, we have to use aggregate functions. Then only we will get a proper result, proper output. So next, let's combine var and group by together. It's important to remember that var class is going to filter the data set before the group by class is evaluated. Also, the var class will always come before group by class. If you place var class after group by class, it is wrong. If you put it after the group by class, the query will return an error. So if I am trying to use var class after group by class, it will give you error. As per rule, the syntax, we have to use var class before group by class. What we have to do, what are the changes we have to do here? So we have to type var class, we have to use var class after employee, after table name. WHERE, var ALS, salary, and so if you are using this, first var class will be executed, then group by class will be executed. So this is the answer. If you want to display only Chennai in this result, we are having two rows, Chennai and null. If you want to display only Chennai after using var class and group by class, we can include having class. You can see here only the Chennai data is displayed here. So how it works? So if you are using var class, group by class, having class in a single query, the var class will be executed first and group by class will be executed second, and finally having class will be executed. So having class has to be placed after group by class. So group by class has to be placed after var class. If you change this hierarchy, you will get error, right? So group by class helps var class, having class helps group by class, right? If you are not using var class, no problem, it will work. If you are not using having class, no problem, it will work. If you are not using group by class, we cannot use aggregate functions. So we are going to see some examples. We are using var class. We are selecting department column. Then we are using in operator. Next to in operator, we are selecting two datas, marketing and driver. If these datas are there it will be fetched, right? So this is working process of in operator. Then after fetching a data, the count function will be executed. Totally 12 lines are there. You can include more columns here. If you are including owner, one number is increased. You can add a manager. So if you want to find out multiple datas using var class, you can use in operator. Again 13. So spelling mistake, man, totally 18 lines are there. If you are using var class, it will gather all the datas into single group. If you want to group separately, marketing separately, driver separately, owner separately, manager separately, we have to use group by class. So இங்க என்ன பண்ணணும், we have to give group by. Just we have to give group by class, then selected column name. So you can see that each groups are counted separately. So if you want clear information, you can add a column name next to count function. Now the marketing group is counted separately, driver group is counted separately, sales group is counted separately, manager group is counted separately, owner group is counted separately. If you are using group by class, okay, it will separate all the data. If you want to display only the specific data, you can use having. We can give condition OWNER, owner and manager. I want to display only owner and manager separately. I can use group by and I can use having. So here you can see the manager is counted separately, owner is counted separately. But if you are using var class, so all the data will be counted and displayed as a single group. Here you can see we used owner and manager. Total rows are 6. So you can see here 5 manager, 1 owner, totally 6. So here we got 6, but in department we got only 1 manager. But the minority is sent out. Thank you.